What went wrong with my blown burnout car? So let me take it back to pretty much the start. Obviously, car burnt down, whatever. What people don't actually know is that this whole thing, the blower, engine setup, whatever, was already in the works with Bogger. So none of this was actually able to be done without Bogger. He's the main man here. He sorted everything out with this engine combo. So I can't actually thank him enough. Never thought this day would come, honestly, because blowers and having blown cars aren't cheap. So shout out to Bogger. Honestly, he's a legend. So yeah, that was in the works, obviously before it got burnt. So yeah, I was quite excited for that. Then it got burnt, and yeah, we had to start from step one, really. Take the car off, go get it prepped for paint. You know, that took a while because we had a lot of things going on at that time, moving house, like being out on my own, not on my own, but with my partner for the first time. You know, I was really focused on that rather than getting this car done, something that's not going to actually do anything for me. It's just for a bit of fun. So yeah, we got it done, got it painted. I'm going through this real quick because you don't need to hear everything. I have videos of the process. They're going to be very, very choppy. So if you do want to see it, I've got, you know, from when it first got burnt, pulling it apart, you know, running it all the way through to test fitting all this, cutting the bonnet, you know, taking it down to boggers before summer nuts. So I'll get into that a little bit now. Yeah, so we got everything in. I can't thank Paul from Seductive Detailing enough as well. Like, if it wasn't for him, I would have pulled the pin a long time ago. I didn't even want to come back to Burnets, but this whole blower thing with Bogger and the engine setup, I just couldn't pass that opportunity. Because, you know, it may never happen other than now. So yeah, Paul, he just pushed me every single day. It was just setback after setback after setback, like just little stupid things, little things. And yeah, he just kept pushing me. So I can't thank him enough. He was letting us use the factory at whatever hours, staying there for us. So thank you so much, Paul. You are actually a legend. So yeah, it got down to putting everything in, and we thought, right, sweet. Oh, and Raceworks. That's another sponsor that this wouldn't be able to happen without them. So you don't realize how many fittings, lines, you know, they don't only do that, they do everything from race suits, gloves, harnesses, steering wheels. Then you can do the fuel system stuff, and then they have everything there. So if you need anything, please go to them. Hit up Scott, hit up whoever you know from Raceworks, and get stuff from them, because this wouldn't be able to happen with any of these sponsors. So any of my sponsors, thank you so much. But yeah, back to what happened. We got everything in. We're like, yep, sweet. We'll go down to Boggers. We think we're almost there. We were nowhere near. We thought, yeah, we just got not even a day's work in it. Ended up at Boggers for the next 3 days. Just doing little things, you know, running lines and all this stupid shit. And then we're like, yep, sweet, fire it up. I'm honestly just a driver. I'm not good mechanically at all. I've got no idea what I'm doing, so don't quote me on everything I say. Something went wrong in the heads. Dropped a seat from the valve or something, and from the compression of it, it's kicked the seat over or something into the other side, bent a push rod, snapped the valve, and just run through the engine. I've got photos of everything, so I'll chuck it here now. There you can see piston's gone, and then here you can see there is actually part of the valve in the head. So then that brings us to the day before Summer Nuts. That's what happened the day before Summer Nuts. Very unfortunate, just my luck. But at the time, I looked at it as a weight lifted off my shoulders. I was actually thankful for. I wasn't thankful. Don't get me wrong. I'm not thankful for the motor braking at all. That's horrible. I didn't like that at all. I couldn't even make the phone call to Bogger to tell him, look, this thing's just locked up, man. Like, we had it running, everything was sweet, and now it's just locked up and won't crank over again. So actually someone else made that phone call because I couldn't bring myself to it. But yeah, like, it was like a weight lifted off my shoulders, because honestly, we weren't ready for Summer Nuts. If it was going to Summer Nuts, it wasn't going to be detailed properly. it wasn't going to be running properly. I wasn't even going to be able to do a burnout in it, purely because it was rushed. It was rushed. And I've said from day dot, I didn't want to rush this thing, because when you rush it, a lot of things go wrong. And like what happened with the engine, it's no one's fault. The heads were actually off my 403, the NA setup that was in this. So I don't know if like parts could have been fatigued already, and the seat had a crack in it or something, and then it's broken while it's been in this engine, or not in this engine, but the engine for the blown setup. I don't know. I don't know. I don't know if it could have been saved or not. I don't know if Bogger thinks it could have been saved. But yeah, it was a massive weight lift off my shoulders because we weren't ready. It was not ready. For Winter Summer Nats, it just wasn't going to be the unveil I want. Like how I've already unveiled it is not how I wanted to. I wanted it to be running. I wanted it to be driving. I wanted to make this cool video, get a videographer out, do it proper. But something that isn't in my control, I can't do anything about. Like right now, the heads that are on this dummy engine are what I need to go drop off to Blackwell, so we can put everything else together. Bogger has everything else, just need the heads. Which brings me to my wedding, which why it is the way it is. So I didn't want to unveil it as is, but my wedding was coming up. We wanted to show off, you know, the wedding, the photos, and like this has been a massive part of my life. So we agreed to just put the dummy engine in because the real engine wasn't done, and just take it for photos, which if you just quickly look at it in the photos, you can't see. But obviously everyone wanted to upload that photos. Everyone was going to be there. So the main people I wanted to know about the unveil was there anyway. So that was their unveil. So yeah, that's why it got released. But here we are now. It is the start of April. Drop these heads off. We do plan to go to Brash Nuts in June. I know I've said multiple events on where I wanted to go, what I wanted to do, but yeah, I'm going to try and drop these heads off today once I pull this apart. Then hopefully the turnaround isn't too long, because it's coming up to Easter. You know, there's a big shutdown. So hopefully they get done, even if they have, I don't know, maybe a set of changeover heads there. We drop it straight to Bogger. Bogger does the engine. I take this thing, take it to him. And honestly, I think we just say to him now, because he likes it done his way, which his way is always right. You never go against Bogger. So drop it off to him, and we just help him get whatever he needs, and just let the magician do his work. And then he will get this thing absolutely cranking. So I can't wait for that. But now let's pull it apart, rip it down. There's not a lot to see because it's just held in there by a few bolts right now. So yeah, we'll rip it down, come back at the end, and hopefully we can drop these heads off and get it done ASAP. Let's have a quick look at this interior. B&B killed it on another interior. My favourite part right here. Steering wheel. Obviously, back seat, dirty, don't worry about it. But still the same with the red honcho. Brad, D-unit, absolutely killed it on this paint. Might not look like it right now, but he absolutely killed it. Yeah, I can't thank him enough. He honestly looked after me so well, because we did have to repaint it. I'm not going to go into that. That's fine. We're all sweet. Next, Paul. I've already said what I said about him. Absolute legend. If it wasn't for him, this car wouldn't be where it is right now. I would have given up easily. B&B, Tritech, and Raceworks. So Tritech, all oils, you know, degreaser, rags, everything. They have it there. They are the bomb, honestly. In the old NA setup, I only ran Tritech stuff, and we've just, not just ripped it apart, but ripped it apart. And Bogger said everything in there looks brand new, looks sweet. So yeah, I can't thank Tritech enough. They've been there since the start. It's been a lengthy process with this car, but they have still stuck by my side. So thank you, Tritech. Raceworks, obviously, the main people, one of the main people that have helped with this car from day dot, since I've been like 15, 16. I'm 21 now, almost 22. So they have been there for quite a few years. So I can't thank Raceworks enough. And then obviously BSC, his sticker isn't on it yet because we're putting it on the butterflies and wherever else we want. So yeah, there's more sponsors in there. But yeah, we'll talk a little bit more, and I'll mention another new sponsor that we're going to be having. All right, so here are our heads. Obviously, this is what it looks like right now. It looks horrible. We have over here pointless holes in the wheel arches because we thought we were going to be able to run a line through there, but silly us had the stockies on the front when we were doing it and didn't have the 20s on, so we thought, yeah, sweet, when we're on full lock it's going to clear easy. That's not the case. It clears nowhere near. So now we have some pointless holes in the bay. So I was quite upset about that because obviously a lot of money, a lot of time, blood, sweat and tears went into that bay. Not mine, because I've got no idea, but someone else's. And yeah, I'm just spewing, like it's just a little bit annoying, but at the end of the day, it is just a burnout car. I've gotten to the point now where I don't really care anymore about little stuff like that. So it is what it is. We move forward. Done. Easy. Sweet. Next, the heads. So Nathan at the Tyre Factory Pakenham has kindly said, yep, we'll sponsor you for the heads. So I can't thank Nathan enough. That is the last thing we're waiting for now. So we'll get these heads done. We'll get them down to Blackwell. He'll get them done. And then it's really just bolting everything together because everything is here. We have everything for this car. So we're good to go. Hopefully we can get it in, get it running over the next, I don't know, say couple months or so, because we have Brashenat in June. So I had that event planned last year for this car, but didn't make it. So hopefully this time we actually make it. First blown burnout comp. Honestly, I'm not going for the comp. It's probably going to have issues. It's bound to happen. But if we get a lot of testing in at the start, hopefully we might be able to actually go out and have some fun and not worry about something going wrong. But I'm honestly so keen. I've almost been out of it for almost 2 years or so. So yeah, we're almost there. Let's get this thing pulled apart and take these heads down to Blackwell. And now it's back to being very, very sorry. Back to square one, I guess. But it is what it is. I do want an opinion. So you see here where the radiator mounts are. Here, a couple little chips here. Do we just leave it? Like, it's not the end of the world. Like I said before, it is just a burnout car. It's not a show car. It, I don't want to be cringy, but it sort of tells a story of how we were rushing to get it to Summernats and just chucked everything in and all that sort of stuff. But I don't know. I like to get it clean, get it all fixed up. But like, if we're gonna do this bay again and paint that all that little shit, we're covering up those holes and painting it all proper, pulling it all back. Because I'm not half-assing it. Because we haven't half-assed it really with anything else other than trying to rush to get the Summernats. As you'll see here, like those two coolers there, that is never going to work, ever. But we did it just to get the Summernats. So all that little stuff needs to be changed. So yeah, that cooler has to be mounted somewhere else, preferably both of them, but there's not a lot of room. I've never ever looked really at a dry sump car until I looked at this thing, and holy shit, there is a lot of lines going everywhere. But Bogger knows what to do. I got no idea. I just drive the thing really. So yeah, heads are off. Let's take them down to Blackwell now. So heads done, dropped off at Blackwell. So that's the last piece of the puzzle that we know of for now to get this engine together, and then it will be go time.